Hi everybody, it's Christino here with the Men's Covert Recovery channel dedicated to all my brothers who have suffered the abuse of the covert narcissist. I just want y'all to know that I love you, God bless you, and you're in my prayers. I'm making a video today. I was blessed last night to get to go watch a football game, see both my sons on the sidelines, and I guess like 4 years escaping a narcissistic marriage at 15 years, and missing 2 years of their life, incarcerated, and just a lot. Looking at them on the sideline and seeing them, remembering them the way they were when it first happened, and looking at them now and realizing all the years that I missed, and it's tough. I want to cry right now. It's tough, but and this video it's heart wrenching, but I'm making it because I got to be honest with you, and I want you to know the truth. I look back now, and when I was getting out of that marriage, I didn't understand, or I didn't have any idea of what was going to come with it. You know, you think when you're going to get a divorce that you're getting out of a marriage that you're unhappy in, and you're getting out of it because you want to be happy. I know I wanted to get out of my marriage because I wasn't happy. I was so lonely, and now I realized how abused I was. But also, I wasn't ever able to get to be the father that I wanted to be. And I told myself that whoa, that if I got out of the marriage, at least when I did have my sons, I could be a father to them, the father that I wanted to be. That never happened. But I want anybody that comes across this video to understand that if you're escaping a narcissistic marriage, you got to realize that your children will be alienated from you. Your children will be taken from you. You will be kept from being a father. You will be punished. The law will be used against you. You could go to prison. And this is so sad, and I don't tell this to anybody to want to hurt them or to scare them. I want you to understand that if you believe that you're in a covert narcissistic marriage and you want to get out of it, I pray that this video gets seen by men and women who are thinking about it and realizing it. I want you to understand that it ain't normal. In a normal marriage, I was divorced. My high school sweetheart, she got pregnant when she was 17. I was 17. And 20 years later, we're friends. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do for her. We love each other. We respect each other. We care for each other. We didn't always get along. There were bad times. There was anger. There was hurt. But after a while, things get better. But when this narcissist, 4 years later, this person is still, if not more angry, more hateful, more vindictive than ever. These narcissists, they don't get better, they get worse. I know that I thought, well, after time it'll get better, things will get better. No. No, no, no. And it's sad, and it sucks, and it ain't right, and it'll piss you off. But you gotta understand, if you've been in a relationship with a covert narcissist, like, I know what I know. Psychopath, I don't give a damn no more. I'm not no psychiatrist, but there's one thing I do know. is this person ain't right, this person is sick, this person has something so wrong and twisted with them. That's enough. But I want to make this video, and I'm reaching out, and I just want to. If you come across my video and you think that you're in a relationship with a narcissist and you want to get out, I want you to take your time. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I wish I could go back and do things so much different. I did everything wrong. You name it, I did it. And I remember, I said this in the other video, I came across a video in the very, very beginning. Dr. Ross Rosenberg, I love him. He's an amazing human being who has a large part in why I'm here today. I didn't take my own life. And Dr. Romney. And who else? Dr. Ross Rosenberg. Those are my heroes. I encourage you to watch their videos. They're certified. They went to school, and I have it. I just lived. But guys, I had no idea when I was getting out of this marriage that I would be losing my sons and I would lose years of my life, and that it's tough, it ain't right, it's wrong, but it was on my heart, and I'm going to share this, and boy, I wish I could do a better job just really trying to get across what I'm saying, but it's tough. Man, I can't believe I cried. I ain't cried in a long time, but it hurts, and it's tough, and it ain't right, and it's wrong, and I look back at what I've been through, and the Lord knows that I just wanted to get out of a marriage that I was so unhappy in, that so lonely, and I didn't realize it at the time that I was being abused and getting cheated on. And today, I mean, I'm happier than I've ever been. I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm headed in the right direction, and I got God. I know He loves me and my sons. I hung in my marriage 5 years longer than I wanted to, and I believe those extra years are what saved my boys. I instilled enough of the love of God and all the good things that they needed to not fail in life. I know that I was able to my oldest son the other day told me, he said, Dad, he said, I want you to know that I am the young man that I am today because of you. Man, that is like the most amazing thing I could ever been told. And my youngest child, which looks just like me, my baby boy, you want to talk about kept, I could get into Fort Knox. And it's because he loves me and I love him, and that's the only reason you're kept from your kids. If you didn't give a damn about them, the narcissist would let you have them. But because you love them and you care for them, you are an emotionally healthy parent who is available and loving, and you love them unconditionally, they will be kept from you. And I mean, it don't get no sicker than that. That's, you know that they don't have empathy. They are lacking something that we have, that every human being you think has, but they don't have it. Because no loving, caring parent could hurt children and rip them from their other half and keep them from them and try to destroy them. And I mean, even after everything the narcissist has done with me, if I had my boys, I would not keep them from calling their mom or something. I mean, I would do everything I could to protect them and educate them and help them and do what a good parent's supposed to do. But the narcissist won't, guys. And ladies, if you watch this video, you're dealing with the human being who doesn't have empathy. They never loved you. They never gave a damn about you. They didn't then. Don't think they do now. And everything, I look back now, everything that is good about me, everything that is what makes me human, it's what's used against you. your kindness, your love, your compassion, your empathy, your integrity, your belief that all people have good in them, your belief that this person is just angry at the moment and mad, but they'll get better, and that's not really who they are. I just recently, really truly, in my mind, have come up with this. And you should, I hope that you look at it like this too. The narcissist is a mirror. They have reflected everything that we wanted. I know my mother died when I was 4, my first divorce, and I know what divorce and not having a mother, all that. I know how it affects you and what it does to families and stuff. And the narcissist just mirrored back everything that I wanted in life. For my kids to have a beautiful, loving mother that I never had, because my mom died when I was 4 of cancer. For a beautiful human being to love me unconditionally and bring the best out of me. They just mirror what we see. The beautiful person that you thought you were in love with, that person is you. They were just showing you what you are and what you want. And in that same way, we have got to realize that if they if we think they're beautiful, they're not. They're the ugliest people you could ever meet in your life. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about, oh God. I remember I thought my wife was the beautifulest woman in the world. I was so in love. And today, every time I have, this is the truth. Look, my hands up. It's the truth. I mean, for the longest time, I'm talking. It doesn't even happen no more hardly at all. But I remember I used to get on Facebook and stuff, and you know how it'll pop up a suggested friend or something like that. Man, I see her picture, I'd be like, I would jump. I mean, this human being, next to seeing the devil appear right before me, when I see that person, mm. So you talking about a human being that goes from the beautifulest human being that you ever laid your eyes on in life, to just a human being that, I mean, I can't describe it. But I'm just making this video. It was on my heart, and it's heartbreaking. And I hope that I know that somebody will come across this video that's like me, just a good old country boy. You ain't perfect. I tell everybody I got more issues than Sports Illustrated, but you know what? I have the ability to look within myself and see my flaws and see where I'm weak and know that I'm not perfect, and I can change those things about me. But if narcissists can't and they won't, and if you're getting out of this marriage, it's because you're realizing that this human being ain't going to change. And you're going to realize that you've been living in insanity. And you've been made to believe that you're this crazy person. And no matter how hard you try, it ain't never enough. It never will be enough. And when you decide that you got to get out of this marriage so you can have the life that you want for yourself, so you can be the father to your children that you want to be, it ain't that easy. And I've never seen a professional psychiatrist yet. I told myself I was going to the other day just for shits and giggles. But I got God, and I wouldn't be here today. I look back and I remember being incarcerated, and locked up like an animal in a cage, my freedom taken away, and the person that I loved was in love with was punishing me and hurting me and lying and had taken my children away from me and cheated on me, and I was losing everything, and I was locked up in a cage. That's tough. That's real tough, but I know that I'd go through it all again if that's what it takes for me to become the human being that I am today. It's sad. It's real sad, but it is what it is. And I just want to encourage everybody that if you come across this video, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll tell you what, if I told you some of the things that I did, you'd reach through this phone and slap me. Because I believe this human being was like me and wanted the best for our sons and would put them first. No. Your empathy, your kindness, your belief that everybody has good in them, and you just not wanting to believe that this person, me, 15 years of your life, you made love to this person. You would have died for this person. This person you thought was the person that loved you more than anybody on earth. This was the person who you thought would be beside you, the bed when you were dying. The person that you thought that had your best interest at heart. The person who you thought would bring the best out of you and make you better in life has turned out to be your worst enemy. A nightmare. We're out there worried about the devil and evil and wickedness, protecting our families. And I'm going to tell you what, the whole time we were sleeping beside them. We were sleeping with them. I tell everybody all the time, if you think the devil's going to show up with a fork and a tail and red with horns, you're wrong, buddy. The devil's going to show up in the form of the most beautiful thing you've ever laid your eyes on. The one thing that your heart may desire more than anything. That's how he'll manifest. So, if you're waiting around and you're on guard looking for him to show up with horns and a fork and red, buddy, you better get ready to get that fork up your butt. Because you're going to be looking for him forever. But I hope you got something out of this video. If you get anything out of this, I want you to understand that if you're in a narcissistic marriage and you're trying to escape and you're going to get out of it, I know that I never considered or took into account the effect and what I was going to go through when I got out. I thought when I got out, my life would change and it would be so much better. And it is today, but it isn't the way that I thought it would be. It's pain after pain after pain, battle after battle after battle. And it can get exhausting and it can get so overwhelming, and I'm so glad I have a God that I turn to and I lean into and that I know exists for me. Whether you know him or not, that's your business, but I know him, I believe in him. And if you don't got nobody else, you feel so alone, go to him. He's a game changer. But I love y'all. You're in my prayers. I believe what you're going through. I understand. I know. And I got off track because of this new career and all that. But my heart is still on becoming a life coach and specializing in narcissistic abuse and complex PTSD. And I want to be able to help people that are going through what we go through, because nobody will ever understand what we've gone through until they've walked in our shoes. They can't understand it. We get abused by everybody. You tell anybody you's married to a covert narcissist, somebody for 15 years, you was married to him, and one day a mask dropped, they were gaslighting you and blame shifting and flying monkeys in a sweet mean cycle. Huh? They're regulating their emotions through you, projecting. They cheat on you. Everybody thinks they're an angel that fell from heaven just 'cause you're a Mexican and you're bald. And yeah, you get a little froggy and you jump real quick. You're a monster. They ain't never gonna believe. Ain't nobody gonna believe this angel that fell from heaven. Gaslighted me, cheated on me, child alienated me, had me put in the penitentiary, abuses and punishes, and never loved me, but was my worst enemy. Yeah, right. But you know what? I know it. God knows it. You know what you're going through. You know what you lived. That's what we got in common, and that's why we got to share what we've been through, and that's why we got to help one another. I'm here for you. I love you. I've never met you physically. I may never meet you. But I'm going to tell you what, you got somebody right here that's been where you're at, gone through what you're going to go through. It's real. It's an unspoken reality. Narcissistic abuse. It ain't no nightmare that you get to wake up from. God bless y'all.